With the recent success of Maximum Football and the attention that Maximum Football has gotten, uh, there's been a lot of traffic on my Maximum Football videos, my Maximum Football content on my YouTube channel, my TikTok, all of that. And throughout all of that, I've seen some comments and feedback from people speaking on how 2K was supposed to come out with the game, but they changed their mind, or 2K was supposed to come out with a game and they keep pushing it back and things of that nature. But I don't think people fully understand why 2K continues to push the game back. Um, Everybody knows that EA has the exclusive license to make simulation NFL games. Everybody knows that. But also, what everybody knows is that NFL came to agreement with 2K to where they can make non-simulation football games. So immediately, everybody thought that that meant that 2K was going to make an NFL Street or something of that nature. But a couple years that went by, and you hadn't heard anything from 2K regarding NFL game, and people kept checking for it. Me being one of those people, as a guy who thinks NFL 2K5 was the all-time greatest NFL game there ever was. All Pro Football 2K8 was the greatest football game ever created, but that's a discussion for another day. But I kept checking and wasn't really hearing anything. They kept pushing, they kept announcing that they was pushing it back. It wasn't going to be this year, it was going to be next year. Well, then they came out with their little like street like football game in a sense. It's almost like NBA Playgrounds or whatever. I forget the name of the game. I can't think of it right now for you, but you probably know what I'm talking about. You've probably seen it. It's out there. It's available. And it's got NFL players in it. They signed off from the NFLPA. I forget the name of it, but it's out there. You can play that. Well, that dropped last year. Well, this year they dropped a NFL 2K. I forget. I think it's Playmakers. Yeah, NFL 2K Playmakers. So everybody is like, is this supposed to be the NFL 2K game that we were looking for? And it's specifically a mobile game, and all you're doing is you're picking a play out of like 3 plays that they give you the option to pick, and the computer runs it for you. It's like a simulation. You don't even get the controller or whatever. So everybody was upset about that. But what people don't understand, what people don't know, is that the reason why 2K keeps pushing the game back is because even though they're signed off on a non-simulation game, they're trying to blur those lines as much as they can between simulation and non-simulation. So what they're trying to do is basically make a simulation game, but not make it obvious that it's a simulation game. So tweaking some things here and there so it would pass as non-simulation, but it would virtually give users a feel like it is a simulation game. Because what they want to do is they want to prepare for any event that the exclusive license is lifted and it's an open license for EA and other companies can make NFL games. They want to already have that build. They want to already have that structure for a simulation type game, so they don't have to completely rebuild something from scratch. They can just port this over and make minor tweaks so that they already have their simulation game there. So basically what 2K is trying to do is basically what Maximum Football has done. But they're not going to go all generic because they have the NFLPA license. They can put NFL players in a game. It just can't be a simulation game. So they're in a sense trying to do a combination of between what Maximum Football has done now and All Pro Football 2K8. And if you're familiar with All Pro Football 2K8, then you know that game, there was no NFL teams, but they had license from legendary players. So there was all kinds of legendary NFL players in that game. But they did give you the tools to create teams. So people recreated NFL teams there. They just had to use generic logos because back then there wasn't no uploading or anything like that. So they recreated these NFL teams and they put these legends on those teams. And that's how they basically made an NFL game out of All Pro Football 2K8. So that's what 2K is in the process of doing right now. They're trying to get it to where it doesn't put them in a position where there would be a lawsuit, because the NFL would come, or EA would come out and be like, hey, they said they wouldn't make a simulation game. It would be non-simulation, but this is simulation. They're trying to blur those lines and make it to where it's a non-simulation game, but it's as close to simulation as possible. So say they make minor tweaks, like say they go from 11 men on the field to 9 men on the field, or say instead of having 3 timeouts, it's 2 timeouts, or they change up certain rules or something like that. So it, in a sense, could be simulation. Just minor things would take it, or would take it out of that category of being simulation. So for all of those who keep thinking that 2K quit, or 2K is not working, or don't know why 2K keeps pushing it back, that is why 2K keeps pushing the game back. Is because they're trying to make it right, so that the people who do have that nostalgia of the great NFL 2K5 game, they can see, like, that's the 2K that I thought this game would have been, or that's the game that I thought 2K would have been in this time period, possibly pushing Madden out of the way. So y'all let me know y'all thoughts and feedbacks in the comment section. Again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. If you're here for the first time, or you're returning and you haven't liked or subscribed already, please do so. Click that notification tab so you can stay up to speed with all NFL 2K updates on a possible release in the future, all Madden content, all college football content, maximum football content, whatever, you name it, I'll have it here presented for you. So again, I appreciate you all. That's been my time. Till next time,